British heavyweight Anthony Joshua stands at the top of the boxing world alongside Tyson Fury today. He has had an amazing career in the sport right from the beginning. From winning the Olympic gold for Great Britain in 2012 to becoming the unified heavyweight champion, his journey to the top has been nothing short of amazing. Along with the success comes riches and fortune. However, while Anthony's net worth is estimated to be in the millions, he hasn't forgotten where he came from and loves to give back to his family, friends, and the community. So in today's video, we'll be going over the boxer's rich lifestyle along with how he spends his millions. But before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you don't miss any of the new videos we post. Starting off, Anthony Oluwafemi Olaseni Joshua was born on October 15, 1989 at the town of Watford in Hertfordshire, England. He's among 4 children born of the union between his father Robert Joshua and mother Yeta Joshua. Despite his parents divorcing when he was very young, Joshua had a happy early life growing up at Meridian Estate at Watford, where his mom raised him alongside his brother Jacob, as well as sisters Loretta and Janet. Thanks to Yeta's superb motherly care, Joshua and his 3 siblings lacked nothing as they grew up in the middle-class family background setting, which promoted fun-filled activities like singing, dancing, and sports. Eventually, after spending 6 months at a boarding school in Nigeria, Joshua continued his education at King's Langley Secondary School, where he was very much dedicated to athletics and even broke the high school's Year 9 100-meter record by finishing in 11.6 seconds. Away from school and sporting activities, Joshua made an early career out of bricklaying. While the then semi-lanky youngster was at it, he was involved in street fights, going out to nightclubs as well as drinking and smoking. At the peak of his street fights, Joshua was actually banned from appearing in the Watford area for a year and was made to wear an electronic tag for monitoring purposes. However, rather than tread a different path, he resolved to get bigger and stronger in order to command fear and respect whenever he returned to his old stomping grounds. He even bought a bench press and weights to achieve the purpose. Joshua's newfound commitment to bodybuilding soon amused his cousin Belle Iliemi, who introduced him to boxing. It wasn't long before Joshua's training at his boxing club made him realize that he had a natural talent for boxing. Thus began his foray into amateur boxing, which he prospered in by winning titles and getting welcomed to Team GB squad. Fast forward a couple of years, and he had now become an Olympic boxing champion, and he was traveling around the world to discuss his future with the biggest names in the boxing business. Joshua eventually turned pro in 2013 and went on to record a victorious debut against Italy's Emmanuel Leo on the 5th of October of that year. Then fast forward again to now, and Joshua is a former unified world heavyweight champion who has held the WBA, IBF, and IBO titles between 2016 and 2019. Moving on to Anthony Joshua's love life, it is believed that the quality time he invested in dominating the heavyweight scene has prevented him from having a robust dating history. In fact, the boxer with numerous rumored relationships is known to have had something serious with one girlfriend whom he has long separated from. The lady who made it to Joshua's confirmed dating list is no other person but Nicole Osborne, who also triples as his childhood friend and high school sweetheart. It was therefore not too surprising that the duo had a son together named Joseph Bailey Temeluawa Prince Joshua, who was born on April of 2016. Aside from his private and personal life, which the boxer moderately reveals information about, he has interests and hobbies that include bike riding, cycling, playing basketball, training at gyms, keeping up with soccer games, as well as spending quality time with family and friends. Regarding how Anthony Joshua makes and spends his money, he has an estimated net worth of $60 million. The bulk of his wealth doesn't come from a steady stream of wages and salaries, however, but from the huge earnings he carts after winning bouts, while others take the form of endorsement deals. As a result, Joshua can afford to live the luxury lifestyle that everyone sees him live. This includes wearing expensive clothing, driving in a bespoke Range Rover, and spending quality time at expensive resorts. However, the boxer doesn't have his own apartment, but resides with his mom. Speaking of, Joshua rose from poverty to become one of the most marketable athletes on the planet, thus becoming an icon for millions. He attributes his success to the unconditional support of his mother, alongside with everyone who helped him pave his path to greatness. This includes his very first coach, his team, and everyone who has been a part of his journey. Consequently, he spends his money more often than not in helping his close ones. In his view, his humble beginnings and the right lessons taught by the right people are some of the things that made him what he is today, and he does not shy away from letting those people know their values. For example, immediately after his victory at the London Olympics, he bought his mother Yeta Joshua a house worth $216,000. He visits the coaching academy of his first coach, Sean Murphy. AJ believes it was he who showed him the path of discipline and helped him achieve success. He meets the coach every week and helps inspire and empower trainees of the academy. Moreover, he provides for education and healthcare for less privileged and even gifted a huge house house to his ex-girlfriend, whom he shares his son, JJ. Not to mention, he flies with his team and dear ones around the world in his private jet on all-expense-paid trips. Speaking of all-expense-paid, despite being worth $61 million and living the life of luxury, British boxing icon Anthony Joshua is so humble that he still lives in an ex-council house with his mom and gets everything from his luxury holidays to his clothes for free. And while Joshua might be one of the few people in the country not to have to worry about the cost of his weekly supermarket shop, it seems he doesn't even pay for his own carton of eggs, with his sponsors paying for his meal prep as well. The 31-year-old banks all his money, only spending it on treats for his family, not himself. His right-hand man, marketing manager Freddie Cunningham, says that despite having a lot of money, Joshua doesn't live the life that he could. From the outside, it probably looks like he does. He's seen in private jets, wearing expensive watches and driving around in nice cars, he stated, but jets are all sponsored. We've never paid for a private jet or a helicopter in our life. He gets a signature car from Land Rover. He's not spending that money, he's accumulating money. He's living a lifestyle that probably everyone wants him to live or see him live, but he's doing it in a smart way, tactful. Joshua has 12 endorsement deals currently under his heavyweight belt, earning him an estimated $5 million per year, ranging from clothing, electronics, and cars that keep him in the money when he isn't fighting opponents. As stated, AJ has had plenty of endorsements and is sponsored by US sportswear giant Under Armour, who provide him with a private jet as well as pay him a 7-figure salary. Showing the interior of the $45 million black G550 ahead of his trip to the States to face Ruiz for the first time, AJ said, "These type of things aren't ordinary in my daily life and many other people's daily lives, so it's a blessing. However, my view is even though I enjoy it and the door has been open for me, I can't forget to open the door for people who have come with me and the people who aren't in any position to enjoy this type of luxury. I never get too lost in the source and get carried away with these type of things." The company also provided the former IBF heavyweight champion with his in-ring attire and training wear, including all tracksuits and trainers. Anthony also has free use of a helicopter provided to him by Beats by Dre, who he's been the face of since 2017. Another luxury item Joshua has gotten for free is not a jet, but a car. As a 17-year-old, Joshua's first car was a Vauxhall Astra, which he saved up $1,500 to buy and claimed it was a stable, sturdy car. Now, thanks to his partnership with Jaguar Land Rover, which is rumored to be worth $790,000 a year, AJ rolls around London in his choice of a fleet of luxury wheels, including a customized white Jaguar XJR worth $93,000. His favorite motor is the personalized black Range Rover, which he says looks very professional and sets a standard. He was furious last year when just days before his fight with Alexander Povetkin, his bespoke $150,000 motor, gifted to him by his sponsors, was stolen outside of his cousin's house. Luckily, the company replaced it with a new one immediately. When he isn't sparring, the boxer enjoys exotic holidays with his family and friends, with his Instagram showing him recently in Dubai, Jamaica, and Miami. Again, most of these trips are sponsored by countries and resorts who want the privilege of having the sporting icon spotted hitting their hottest tourist spots. Along with that, Joshua has also been gifted a free watch worth more than a house, as well as getting free admission to concerts. And with that said, that's going to wrap up this video. Thanks for watching.